In this SoftPlot video tutorial, we're going to look at the use of the snap modes. First thing, we need to actually see the grid, and as you can see, this is what we're talking about when we say the grid. The grid is turned on using the View menu and selecting Display Grid. I can turn it off and on using the Control-G key. There it's off. Control-G turns it back on. We're going to use the line command to demonstrate snap modes. I'm going to select the line, and then I will place my cursor anywhere on the screen and click the left mouse button to begin the drawing of a line. As you can see, it started drawing right where my cursor was selected. And when I select the cursor again for an endpoint, it ends at exactly that same position. Here I will just press the right mouse button to stop. Okay. Now this line was drawn with no snap mode in place. Let's select the grid snap. Now I'm going to place my cursor in a somewhat similar position with relation to the grid, and I'll press the left mouse button again. This time, when I press that, it starts at one of the grid points, and as you can see as I move my mouse around, it's snapping to the grid. With a grid snap, you can very easily draw perfectly straight orthogonal type of shapes. Of course, it's snapping to the grid itself, so maybe we want to have a smaller grid, so we could go down here where it says grid spacing, select grid spacing, enter, say, 2 foot. So now it's a 2 foot grid, and again, selecting on the grid makes it very easy to draw on the lines. The other snap mode we have is ortho snap. Ortho means orthogonal, or vertical and horizontal are both orthogonal directions. So we start, we're going to start with no snap and place the cursor in position, and notice again it goes whatever direction we want. Now we're going to turn on the orthogonal snap, and now you'll see it snaps to either vertical or horizontal. Now what if while we're drawing we want to change snaps? So for example, the ortho snap is on, but if I click at this point, the line is going to start someplace over here. It's just based on this last point. Case in point, here it is. It started at that X point. So how do we get it to start here with the ortho snap already on? If I hold the control key down, plus the left mouse button, it now starts there. And as you can see, the snap is totally suspended. So I left the control key up. It's now snapping. So I can go snap, snap, turn the ortho off temporarily using the control key. Come over here, turn it back on. Now you'll also notice there are control keys associated with snap grids. So it's possible I can use the control keys. I turn the snap off. I've started my line off the grid and off ortho. Now I'm going to turn it on grid using the control key. It's now on the grid. I'm going to switch to ortho using the control key. Hold the control key down. I'm suspended. Okay, so that is very quickly how to use the orthogonal grid snap modes.